Okay, so probably the weirdest thing that ever happened when I was in school was with my drama teacher. Um, I honestly can't even remember his name to this day, but it was in ninth grade and I was in drama one. And we had a sneaking suspicion that he had a drug problem, specifically cocaine, at least that's what I thought. So one day we're all going into class, which was on the stage that day, and we opened the door to find him and the star drama kid. His name was Ian, I think, and he had an agent and everything. Um, Doing lines of coke off the stage floor. And as a ninth grader, I was probably about 14 years old, I think. That was the weirdest and most shocking thing I think I had ever seen up until that point, minus things on TV and movies. But seeing it in real life was just so weird. And being from I'm from a white, predominantly white suburb, rich white suburb. And the way the media portrays drugs and stuff, they make it look like it only happens in the inner city and bad neighborhoods or whatever. And I found out pretty quickly that it wasn't true at all. In fact, predominantly a lot of the drug use happens in pretty rich and good towns, people from good families, that whole bullshit that they play. And so I learned that pretty quickly. But that was the weirdest thing. Not to mention he didn't get fired, and the story was kept out of the newspaper as well. We were really encouraged not to say anything about it. And by encouraged, we were given like an A in the class, I think. But yeah, that was one of the most messed up things that ever happened in school. And on a short side note, I wanted to see maybe someone would answer this for me, even Sexy Phil. Do you think that it's weird that politicians, it seems like especially this year, have an issue with directly answering questions? They dance around the issue like it has some sort of disease, like it's a leper or something, and never touch it directly. It's like they're wearing gloves or something. I was watching an interview with Katie Couric, and she was saying how it was going to be a completely personal, candid, and hard-hitting interview for both those candidates. And they got to a question about what they thought a character flaw was they might have that they needed to work on if they were to become president, and how they would work on. Neither one of them answered the question, and neither one of them actually admitted to any kind of character flaw. They said what they would, a character flaw that they would try and avoid, but they didn't say they specifically had one, and they both picked pretty much the same one, which was not to make decisions without having all the information. But then Barack Obama kind of pigeonholed himself or put himself back in a corner when he said that there's almost no instance in where you have all of the information or all of it's accurate. So really they didn't answer the question at all, and I was really looking forward to a really good answers from both of them. They're well spoken, both of them are, and I was looking for someone to be honest. And I think that honestly, I would have a whole lot more respect for someone if they just answered questions honestly. Yeah, it'll show their flaws, but it will also humanize them a little bit, because I think presidential candidates especially become dehumanized to us. People who watch them on TV, people who watch them in debates, see them in person. They're not quite tangible. They're, they seem to be above flaws. And when they're not above them, they highlight them like that's the reason that they're not, cut out for the job. And in some cases, that flaw absolutely means that. But in some cases, it's just human. So I don't know what you think about that, but I just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, really good question, and Hope you liked my response. All right, bye.